and welcome to week 9 of the TBL. Your New York Empoleons are here, 7-1. The streak is over. Unfortunately, last week we lost to the one person in the league who it kind of mattered that we would beat so that we could lock up first place in the division. But we have another chance this week. He is 6-2, we are 7-1, and we win the tiebreaker if it comes to that by differential. So if we win this week, we win the division outright. That's what I'm trying to do. This team, its goal is to win this week. And I am looking at his team as a big threat to my team. His team matches up really well against a lot of my Pokemon. So, my opponent's team this week, I didn't say it, but it's the C-137 Hoopas, coached by Collin. He has recently taken over this team. And so shout outs to Collin thank you for taking over this team when it needed a coach. And we are facing a Greninja, Battle Bond, Heatran, Gengar, Sylveon, Zygarde 10%, Tornadus Eye, Durant, Virizion, Rotom Frost, Gorbis, and Mega Latios. Now, his team matches up so well against my team. It is so fast, but it does have one major drawback, and that's his only defogger. His only way of removing entry hazards, because we are not using Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon rules, so Rotom can't get it, is the Mega Latios. And that gives my team the chance to set up entry hazards. So Hazard or Scaremori is coming with us this week with Stealth Rock and Spikes, hoping to get all of those up at some point. Now I can set them pretty freely on Sylveon, on Virizion, on a Durant. So hopefully I can set them up pretty freely at some point during the match. Get Stealth Rock and maybe at least 2 layers of Spikes up, just to make sure that I'm chipping away at his team, because his team is so fast. And I am not going to be running a lot of speed this week, a lot of speed control this week, because I just want to wear him down with the fact that I have these entry hazards up. This thing is going to have 252 HP, 100 defense, and a impish nature, and then a 156 in special defense. That allows it to take some extra hits from the physical side. It allows it to take a Zygarde 10% 1,000 arrows pretty well, as long as I'm not smacked down after the first one, so I have to remember to switch out after that. But it can take 3 of them with leftovers, as long as I'm not smacked down, which is good. It allows to take Durant hits really well. And then the special defense investment helps me take Sylveon's hits, helps me take Rotom Frost and Heatran. Don't love taking those hits, but I can. So that's what Skarmory's running. Next up, we have Jellicent, Bootler, coming with us, and it is going to be having Scald, Will-O-Wisp, Ice Beam, and Recover. With a calm nature, a lot of special defense investment allows it to take those special hits because most of his team is special. And however, the things that are physical, I want to make sure that I just Will-O-Wisp to get rid of the threat there. And it has Icium Z this week, which will be really fun. Icium Z Ice Beam guarantees an OHKO on Zygarde, and after a couple of switch-ins to Stealth Rocks, it OHKOs a Mega Latios. So what I want this thing to be able to do is take those hits from Mega Latios, take a hit from Zygarde, and surprise it with a big Icium Z Ice Beam. Scald is another great option for his team as it hits Durant reasonably hard, and I'm not going to be running a lot of fire coverage this week. I don't expect him to bring Durant. Scald can have that extra chance to burn. It hits Heatran really hard. This thing's a really dedicated switching to Heatran, so this will be a lot of fun to use this week. I have no idea if I'll get that Icium Z off, but it's there as a big click for Virizion, for Mega Latios, or for Zygarde. Really one of those 3. Next up, we have Mercurysaur, our Mega Venusaur, coming back this week with Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Earthquake, and Synthesis. It is going to be a relaxed nature, which is minus speed plus defense, max HP, just about 84 defense and 180 special defense. And the reason it's relaxed and it's just supposed to be mixed bulky, it's supposed to be able to sit there and take hits, Synthesis back up for a lot of health. Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Earthquake coverage covers so much of his team that it covers Greninja with Giga Drain, it covers Heatran with Earthquake, Gengar with Earthquake, Sylveon with Sludge Bomb. Zygarde doesn't love taking a Giga Drain, although it can take it fine. Doesn't hit Tornadus super hard, but Sludge Bomb, I mean, it's not a bad thing to hit on it with. Doesn't hit Durant. Virizion does Sludge Bomb. So, like, very good coverage against his team this week. And just can sit in there and take some hits. Again, bulk is the name of the game this week, and I don't love playing this kind of game. It's not a stall game. I'm not running like Leech Seed, Toxic, Synthesis, Protect, or something ridiculous like that. I don't want to just stall. I do want to actually hit for a lot of damage, but I don't want to die. So the goal is to just make sure that something survives through his incredible core of wall breakers. Next up, we have Noctali, the Umbreon, with Foul Play, Wish, Snarl, and Toxic. Now, he's got so many special attackers, or potential special attackers, that it's so hard for me not to at least give Snarl a shot. Snarl is taking the place of Heal Bell, which I don't love not having, but I couldn't put both. And Foul Play hits some things really hard. Snarl can make a special Greninja much less effective. It can make Sylveon almost negligibly effective. It can hit the Rotom Frost and make it much less effective. Mega Latios doesn't love taking a Snarl, although it definitely doesn't love taking a Foul Play. So there's a lot of options there where Calm Nature, max HP, max special defense, because again, all those special threats. And this thing should be able to come in on a lot of things pretty safely. Doesn't love Durant or Virizion. I keep coming back to those two. I don't expect him to bring them, but if he does, they are a problem for a lot of my Pokemon. Next up, we have Hothead, the debut of Hothead on the New York Empoleon. I don't know why I said it like that. Welcome to Team Electivire. You've been on the team for a couple weeks now, and you haven't been able to make an appearance, but here we go. Electivire is going to be holding the Assault Vest with Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Earthquake. It's going to be having max attack adamant, 212 speed, which allows to guarantee that it outspeeds a Heatran every single time. It also gives it good matchups against uninvested things like Tornadus Eye or not super invested Gengar, stuff like that. If he decides to run something crazy like that, I don't know why he would, but if he does, that's an option. But we're really trying to outspeed Heatran and Oko with Earthquake. If he's Air Balloon, we got problems. But all of these moves, oh my god, this thing Okos or 2-hit KOs every single Pokemon on his team. And with the Assault Vest, it does not take that much damage. Sylveon, Choice Specs, Pixelate, Hyper Voice does 50 to 60% to this thing. This thing can take hits real well, and it can dish out so much damage. Sylveon's 2-hit KO'd by Thunder Punch, Gengar's OHKO'd by Earthquake, Heatran's OHKO'd by Earthquake, Greninja's OHKO'd by Thunder Punch, Zygarde's OHKO'd by Ice Punch, Tornadus is OHKO'd by Thunder Punch. I mean, it just, the list goes on and on. I was thinking about running the ICMZ on this, but I liked the bulk from Assault Vest. So this thing is going to be one of my big wall breakers. I can't let it die early. I have to protect it, keep it for when the walls are starting to get worn down, and I can bring it in safely and just smash a couple of things in the face. Next up, it's not Latias. This is the first time we are not bringing Latias to a match. We're going to give her a rest this week. She has done absolutely incredible for the first 8 weeks of the season, but she's slowed down a little bit in the past couple weeks. She hasn't gotten a kills for a little while, so she's going to take a break, rest, relax. We got some time at the end of the regular season. She'll be healthy for the playoffs, I promise. So instead we have Gardevoir, the other premier wall breaker on my team, running a very similar set to last time, if not exactly the same, because I thought it was funny and I didn't actually get a chance to get it off. But it's going to be a Choice Scarf Gardevoir with Moonblast, Psyshock, Thunderbolt, and Destiny Bond. Really good coverage against his team with these 3 moves. And then Destiny Bond, because Choice Scarf Destiny Bond just makes me want to click it so bad. I didn't click it last time, but against something like a Heatran, a Sylveon that's going to kill me, that I can't OHKO back with Moonblast or Psyshock, like a Zygarde, something that's just going to be a problem in my team. Switch this thing in, it's Scarfed, so I can get a move off, or I can just click Destiny Bond, Scarfed, and kill the Durant, kill the Zygarde, kill the Mega Latios. I mean, bring something down with it. If I can get 1 kill and then bring something else down with it later, this thing gets 2 for 1, and that's really, really good value for a Gardevoir. So, obviously, I will just click Moonblast as much as I can. If he doesn't bring Heatran and Gengar, then I click Moonblast forever and never worry about it. But that's the team this week that we're rocking. We've got some weaknesses here and a lot of bulk. Obviously, the plan is set up hazards, keep hazards up, and just go from there. Start whittling down some of these Pokemon and eventually come in with these wall breakers and just destroy his team. It's a bold strategy. It may work. It may not work. We're going to find out. But I hope everyone enjoys the battle tomorrow, and I hope you guys are enjoying the TBL so far. If you have any feedback, please leave comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys tomorrow with the battle. Bye-bye.